Here's something from another generation. We've got an old wagon yoke, an axle ring, part of the old hub assembly. And there's an old iron hoop. Has the old handmade nails in it. And here's part of an old spoke from the wheel. Not much left. A very long time ago, somebody pulled that wagon up this hill, and they rested the tongue of it in the fork of a young tree. And now this old 6x4 tongue is all the way through this tree. And this is the other side of the tree. You can see the timber is protruding from this side also. It's completely through the tree. And we're going to make use of this. I mounted a bracket here on the side of the gun to mount the video camera, and that explains why there's so much movement in the squirrel shooting sequence. There's the camera mount. I've taken the camera off now. We're going to skin the squirrel. Okay, the first thing you need is a piece of string. See, I have two little loops on the ends of this string. You need to know how to tie this knot, which is real simple. You just double the string over near the end, and then you tie it in a simple knot. It forms a little loop on the end of your string. I'll undo that because I've already got one. And then you simply take your string and stick it through your loop, and you have a tiny little noose, and that's going to hold the squirrel up while I skin it. Okay, the first thing you do is you cut the squirrel skin all the way around the middle, and then you do what they call taking his shirt off. After you remove his shirt, then you turn him in for end and put the same loop around his neck, and now we're going to remove his pants. You remove his tail, and do pretty much the same thing you do with the front legs. When you're taking the shirt off, simply pull the skin down until you can get your finger under the back of his knee or his elbow, behind his hide, and then you take his pants off. Voila, squirrel pants. Okay, now we get to the part where it's a little less labor intensive. Just be careful with your fingers. And the same for the front feet, only easier. convenient to have this tree here. Then you get out your knife blade that has the sharp point. And to have a brief intermission there, put a band-aid on the finger. Anyway, then you start up here at the breastbone. Split down through the ribs. And it's a good idea to have a gutting hook. Anyway, once you get through there, you just simply split the carcass all the way to the bottom. There we go. You reach in and you remove the esophagus and you tear down. You have one motion. Throw it away. It's not all that nasty. Cut through the pelvis. Cut off the little booger's head and you're done. You're now ready for squirrel and squirrel gravy. This is what it boils down to. Food in a freezer.